Okay, I wanted to talk about some movies that reveal something, like The Matrix, for example, the big one. That's the big one. So those guys are connected somehow to what's really going on. You know, they have the knowledge. They were given the knowledge, taught the knowledge, or they somehow acquired it. There are different ways to get the knowledge, right? But they have it. They put it in an allegory, I think it's called, a tale that shows what something similar to what we're going through, that we are born slaves to the Fed. We're born in debt, and that is a form of slavery, and they take our work from us and they tax it. For example, they don't let us control our own work. We're working for them from the beginning of our lives. The Matrix gave a representation of that, of us as batteries, literally as batteries feeding a system, an AI in that case, living in a simulated reality. So, and that movie came out in 1999. So that was a movie about awakening, about realizing that the world is different from what you think it is. Two other movies came out that year. I don't know why. I just think about this a lot. These were my favorite movies, and I didn't know why. But Office Space came out in 1999. Office Space, very funny movie, but a movie about a guy that suddenly wakes up and realizes that he doesn't want to spend his life working in a cubicle, doing something that's not meaningful. Something that this host did. About a year ago, he started to go into that idea. I want to do something valuable. I want to do something with my time that provides value to this universe. You know, and eventually if I do that, then it'll work out. That's what happened in Office Space. 1999, that movie came out. 1999. Fight Club, to me, is another movie that is about awakening and about the machine and about how the machine, the corporate world, is controlling us. And I played a clip from it. Actually, I want to play that.
Man, I see in Fight Club the strongest and smartest men who've ever lived. I see all this potential, and I see it squandered. God damn it, an entire generation pumping gas, waiting tables, slaves with white collars. Advertising has us chasing cars and clothes, working jobs we hate so we can buy shit we don't need. We're the middle children of history, man. No purpose or place. We have no Great War, no Great Depression. Our Great War is a spiritual war. Our Great Depression is our lives. We've all been raised on television to believe that one day we'd all be millionaires and movie gods and rock stars, but we won't. We're slowly learning that fact. And we're very, very pissed off.
So that was also a 1999 movie about a paradigm shift. Waking up and realizing that your world isn't about all your belongings. Waking up involves, generally speaking, giving away your possessions, realizing that you don't need as much stuff, minimizing, thinking about lots of things, doing research, being interested in stuff. And that's what happened in Fight Club. His stuff blew up. So it wasn't by design, or it wasn't because he was trying to wake up, but it was because he was two people. So that's the idea behind that movie and behind awakening in general. You realize that what you're doing is meaningless, perhaps, or what you've been doing for that you've been sleeping through life, unless you're awake from the beginning. And there are people who have been. I wasn't fortunate enough, I guess, to be that way and had to go through some stuff for that to happen. But strangely enough, gave away all my stuff, quit my job, and trying to do something really valuable and feeling awake, feeling like my brain changed. Things changed. So Fight Club is really interesting in that way, in that he does it to himself, but then the other parts of that awakening, part of it has to do with realizing that you are complete yourself that fear. You want to remove fear. And so that's what Fight Club does. It's what they do with martial arts too. If you realize that with nothing, you can defend yourself, right? Bare fists, no weapons, that you can defend yourself, that you can take a punch, that you can get hurt and you're okay afterwards. Sort of like skateboarders lose fear because you get hurt. You're just going to get hurt. They know it and they accept it, but and that they're going to be okay. That's how Fight Club is. So so it's a forced awakening in a sense, which has to do with mind control then down the line, because you have to be broken down to be awakened or reprogrammed. That's what awakening is. It's a reprogramming. You get red pilled or, gosh, I don't even know. Red pilled, I think, is the one. It's the one you take to wake up. I can't remember. But then you go through a thing. You're discombobulated. And you have to be reprogrammed. A reprogramming. So mind control is a reprogramming and involves breaking down and then reprogramming, which is why every mind control routine involves lots of suffering, like boot camp, for example. Reprogramming, break people down, make them not afraid of death anymore, because nothing could be worse than what they're already going through. Happened in V for Vendetta too. Making Natalie Portman wake up involved having her face death and accept it, that she was going to die. So Fight Club, they didn't go so far as that, but they went through the suffering, waiting to get in. The same way they do with Buddhist monasteries or other secret societies. They make you wait in the cold, in the rain. Same way they did in Fight Club. A reprogramming for a good cause, supposedly. Although they ended up being thieves and terrorists, which actually happened in Office Space too. So there has to be a better way the idea is for it to resolve itself without violence, with everybody awakening. And I think that's the plan. That's the plan.